Hello everyone, my name is Sandeep Bhalerao. I am an assistant professor from SDT Kalani College of Education. Today I am going to take the session on the principle of timetable construction through micro teaching. I have taken this particular topic from the educational management, one of the subjects for B.Ed students, and the learner for this particular session, of course, B.Ed trainees and teachers. And the micro teaching skill involved in this particular session is stimulus variation, and in the stimulus variation I will use illustration and explanation skills. As everybody knows that timetable is the backbone of every educational institutions. We follow certain timetable in our daily life, but how this timetable is constructed, this is a question arises in our mind. So there are some guidelines, principles, and you know uh, principles behind this constructing of any timetable. So we will see the timetable. First we'll start with this topic with the definition of the timetable. The timetable, it says that a systematic arrangement of subjects, activities, and periods for smooth functioning of an institution. It's a systematic arrangement of subjects, that is teaching learning process, and activities. We have curricular activities and co-curricular activities, and periods for smooth functioning of an institution. So the importance of timetable in education, it ensures discipline. If there is no discipline, no activity can be carried out in an effective way. So timetable ensures discipline. With the help of timetable we can use our resources properly, and with the help of the timetable we can assign different tasks among the teachers and the students in the most balanced way. Why there is a need and purpose of a timetable? So we will see. It avoids wastage of time, because repetition of work we can avoid with the help of timetable. We do our task, or teacher performs certain tasks with the help of the timetable, and it automatically maintains order and routine. Then it distributes workload evenly. With the help of the timetable we come to know how much work we have distributed among the staff. So according to that we can distribute the work evenly. It facilitates smooth teaching learning process. Of course, through this particular lesson or session, I'm going to expect these learning outcomes. By the end of this session, trainees will able to explain the principle of timetable construction, identify the key factors affecting timetable planning, design a simple timetable following correct principles. Finally, they are able to evaluate an existing timetable for strengths and weaknesses. So the question arises, what is principles? Principles are nothing but the guidelines, norms, regulations. Okay, they are considered as the principles of timetable construction, because they provide guidelines how the timetable should be constructed, or how the timetable should be. So there are 7 principles I have mentioned in this particular slide. Okay, so what is first principle? Says principle of variety. It says that mix of subjects to maintain interest. If you are not using mixed subjects in between or in day to schedule, student will not maintain interest. For example, if social science assigned for 3 lectures continuously, then students' interest may be not maintained in the teaching learning process. So variety of subjects should be brought into the daily schedule. Principle of justice. Equal amount of work should be assigned to different staffs. No staff should be should feel that my workload is greater than others. Principle of regularity, that every work assigned to the different staff, it should be regular. It should be based on regular basis, not in simultaneously, or not frequently, but regularly. Principle of rest and recreation, it says that there should be rest, or there should be proper break or recreation facilities like curricular activities and co-curricular activities. We have different types of sports. We have organized different types of uh, you know uh, debate discussions, annual events, etc. Principle of elasticity. It means that timetable should be flexible. It should not be rigid, and it should meet the demands with the changing times. If there is some events, we can adjust within our daily schedule. So this is the principle of elasticity. It means that timetable should be flexible. Principle of coordination. The principle of coordination says that there should be synchro between the laboratory and the other facilities. If you are having for example, a school having laboratory practical work and sports activity at the same time, so within particular activity, the participation of the students should be less. Students will be participating. Students will get confused which type of activity we have to participate. The principle of economy says that we have different types of resources like human resources, material resources, we have physical resources, we have financial resources, and all these resources should be utilized in the most optimum way. So principle of economy, it says that we have to use less of resources for maximum satisfaction. This is the principle of economy, based on Robin definition of economics. These are the 7 principles of principle of time construction. These are not rigid, but this should be used for constructing the timetable. There are steps in the timetable construction. First, we should study the curriculum and syllabus, and according to that, we should frame the timetable. We should analyze teacher qualification and workload, and according to that, we should assign particular tasks to students and teachers. We should consider infrastructure availability. Playground facility is not available in your school, then how can you assign sports activity in the timetable? So we should consider infrastructure availability. We should allocate periods according to subject weightage. I'm not saying that some subjects are important, but all subjects are important, but some subjects need more time. So according to that, we should allocate periods according to subject weightage. For example, science and maths subjects are vast, so it needs practice. So more time should be allocated for this particular subject. We should insert co-curricular activities and recesses in between, and we should review and adjust for balance. If there is any change, we should prepare for that. This is a sample timetable I have put in my slide, that as everybody is can be, it is visual. There are 3 sessions given in this particular timetable. So in between the session there is proper break. There are n number of subjects are given here. So you can see that there are how many subjects are there. There are many subjects, and social science, communication, mathematical understanding, every subjects are given. So in this particular timetable, principle of variety, principle of recreation, principle of elasticity are given. So this is ideal form of timetable. In concluding remark, I can say that timetable is the backbone of the any educational institutions, and we should always plan this timetable for the student well-being as well as teachers, and we should always keep in mind the workload of the teachers. Thank you for listening this lecture. These are the references. If you have any question regarding my session, you can ask. Thank you.